against a pair who have been in the semi-final for the last two All Englands, Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Pullela.
YONEX All England Open Badminton.
Well, looking at the women's doubles draw, this the top quarter of the draw, and there's been a huge upset already because the number 8 seeds, Matsumoto and Nagahara, have lost to their teammates, and I can tell you that Matsumoto and Nagahara were winners of this tournament back in 2021. In fact, they've been in 2 finals. So that, a huge upset.
Indonesia's Rahayu and Siti Fadia Silva Ramadhanti up against India's Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Pullela.
So 2 exciting young pairs in the women's doubles discipline face each other in the first round. And this is the 3rd meeting between these 2 pairs, and as you saw, 2 love the advantage.
Okay, we said.
The advantage to the Indonesians in both of their previous encounters, and both of them in 2 straight games. So, as far as Rahayu is concerned, this is her 7th consecutive All England Championships, and of course she is the reigning Olympic champion. Won the gold medal in Tokyo with Gracia Poli. And what a tournament they had in Tokyo. It was absolutely extraordinary. And of course she's had her highest ranking with Poli, though she and her current partner have been as high as 4 on the world rankings. They are currently number 9. Siti Fadia Silva Ramadhanti is the younger of the 2, 23 years of age, from Sibanong in West Java. Incidentally, Rahayu from Lawulu in Kendari in southeast Sulawesi. So to the Indian pair, and Teresa Jolly is 20 years of age, and they really had a sensational All England, having been promoted from the reserve list in 2022. They went all the way through to the semi-final, and to prove that it wasn't a fluke result, they did exactly the same thing last year, though they didn't have to get promoted from the reserve list. Gayatri Pullela is the daughter of the former All England champion.
Ready to play?
Singles player.
Okay.
The older of the 2 at the age of 21, turned 21 earlier this month, in fact to be precise, 8 days ago. 5th tournament of the year for the Indian pair. And they've been in 3 previous quarter-finals, so they've had a very good start to 2024. The Indonesian pair, on the other hand, have only played a couple of tournaments because Rahayu has been struggling with a knee injury. She picked up a knee injury in the final of the event in Saarbrücken last autumn. Had to retire with that knee injury, and I was watching it on television at the time, sitting at home, and I was very concerned. I thought it was an ACL injury. So Emmanuel Hibotsele of Botswana, our umpire for this one. Nicola Reid of England, the service judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Gayatri Pullela and Teresa Jolly, India. And on my left, Siti Fadia Silva Ramadhani and Rahayu, Indonesia. Gayatri Pichada Pullela to serve to Apriyani Rahayu. Love all. Play.
So the two-time semi-finalists from the last 2 years, Jolly and Pullela, nearest to us getting this first round match underway. This is one of the really interesting first round matches. I've been very much looking forward to this one, Steen.
Yeah, because we expect that it's going to be much closer than the previous meetings suggest.
Service over 1-all.
Yes, because of the comeback from injury from Rahayu. And also because Jolly and Pullela have been playing so well in their tournaments so far this year.
There's a special situation where they've actually played their compatriots Crasto and Ponapa a couple of times and have defeated them. But in the overall standing in the race to Paris Olympics, Crasto and Ponapa are approximately 5,000 points ahead of Pullela and Jolly. And at the moment, this pair here in white, they're not qualified. They're not within the qualification limits.
No, so they will be highly motivated. Because last year's All England semi-final points won't count towards the Olympics.
No.
They did, incidentally, Steen, just to complicate things more. They went up one place in the world ranking today, Jolly and Pullela, to go one place above Crasto and Ponapa.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, if both pairs are qualified, but there's only one spot, then it's a free choice for the Indian Badminton Association. But right now, let's say either Crasto or Ponapa should fall ill, or let's not hope that. But let's say that they couldn't participate, then the spot wouldn't go to Pullela and Jolly as it is now.
You'd go to
they would go to a pair from Chinese Taipei at the moment.
Yeah. It's all very complicated, isn't it?
It is, but I can tell you, it plays on the players' minds.
Yeah, of course.
2-5.
Well, I'm not surprised that they're flicking
5.
Rahayu.
Me neither.
Because I only caught little glimpses of their match last week, and I thought that Rahayu still looked to me as if she wasn't fully fit after that knee injury.
We could see there she was a little bit late in the recovery from the movement backwards.
Yeah.
Normally she's got an action range that is more or less second to none. But if she's still on the recovery trail, so to speak, then it might be considerably lower, that action range.
Just wide. Yeah.
Jolly challenges called
A challenge by Jolly.
Oh.
Yeah, she did raise, I saw her raise her arm, and the umpire, I don't think, really noticed. Players need to be most definite about the challenge instead of just a little indication to the umpire. But she's wrong.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
The line judge was
7,
absolutely right.
3. Play.
That's a lovely shot from Gayatri.
Another one that I took note of, maybe because we know that she's had that knee injury, but But normally that would not have been out of reach, in my opinion, for Apriyani Rahayu.
No, I agree.
Out.
Service error.
Service number 8-4.
Very good start so far by the Indonesians, and it seems like Jolly and Pullela, they've got trouble scoring, even though they're hitting with the drift.
It's going wide. Oh, she's taken it. Would you believe it? Good rally. This is what I hoped for. This is excellent. That's going wide as well. What are they thinking? Brilliant. Brilliant defence from Teresa Jolly.
Service number 5-9.
Look at that defence. Perfectly played. That's good anticipation from Ramadhanti.
10-5.
Service error from Rahayu.
10.
Seemed to stand waiting for a while there, Steen, and then seemed to actually rush the service action.
Yeah. Sort of like a service yips.
Yeah. Oh, how did she get that back? Another brilliant defence from Teresa Jolly.
7-10.
Here it comes. Look at that. Nice. Good awareness from Ramadhanti. And the World Championship silver medalists go to the mid-game interval with a 4-point advantage here in the opening game.
Jadi bola-bola bagian tidak jauh pun tapi masih unggulan di ada inisiatif dorongin enak banget dia nggak takut posisi terlalu nunggu ya saya posisi keganting pun kasih ke kamu pandang terlalu ya inisiatifnya ya dari malam ke belakang nggak berani ngolah lagi dulu ya satu
Sudirman ya, Jamila tuh mah.
Eleven 7. play.
Well, this has been an excellent start to this women's doubles. Now, I couldn't hear,
12.
well, I couldn't
Serve.
understand what the Indian coaches were saying, but there was definitely something about the downward shots and the angles.
Yeah, and I think, as we mentioned earlier, it's about how can we actually score points from an Indian perspective. Indonesian defense very solid, and I think one of the key issues must be how can we exploit that it seems like Rahayu's movement is limited. Not too much, but still a little bit limited. And if they just stand there hitting at her, then she can use her beautiful technical skills. So
10, 12.
there was
There's something about a drop shot there, the Indian coach saying, wasn't there? Which is that variation in pace and exploiting, especially Rahayu. Yeah, there's the exploitation again.
Yeah, because we saw it in the other side previously that when she has to lunge forward on that right knee, that's where the problem occurs, the way I see it. That the scissor movement in the hitting action, that's no problem. And, it was Rahayu. Maybe it was actually Gracia Poli, but that was sort of what kick-started the great run of Jolly and Pullela in All England. That was 2 years ago when they, in the second round, played the Olympic champions, and they had to retire.
Yes, the Olympic champions, the Indonesians, had won the opening game. They were trailing in the second when that injury occurred.
Service over 13-12.
Well, a run of 5 straight points comes to an end.
Situation where we'll try to play a drop shot in the middle that Ramadhanti goes for, and then put pressure on the long forehand of the Indonesians afterwards. That would be Ramadhanti. That would be Rahayu's.
Well, there was nothing wrong with the way that Jolly won that rally. Look at that finals.
Jump smash.
That's absolutely brilliant. He's got a powerful smash too. Yeah, that accuracy and thought process was wonderful. Yeah, this is just extraordinary, isn't it?
14-13.
7 in the last 9 points to the Indian pair.
Clever. Put it below the tape.
13.
In fact, it's 8 of the last 9 points. They were 7-12 down, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Amazing run. Beauty. Absolute beauty.
13.
9 of the last 10 points. Amazing. Against last year's World Championship silver medalists. Good defence again from Jolly.
Service over 14-16.
Good, Trisa, very good.
Depannya berani nanti.
Play.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, goodness me.
Service over 17-14.
Excellent read.
Yeah, and technical skills to back it up as well.
Service over 15-17.
Trisa, वो छोड़ना है, उसको खेलने दे, उसका लाइन में है, वो खेलने दे.
Nice block. Block to move forward. Pullela. Oh, yes. Yeah.
It's super important for the Indonesians that Ramadhanti
16-17.
gets activated following a smash from Rahayu.
Activated on the front court.
Yeah, or even on the back court, actually, because if they play the front court with a soft defense, then they might just lift it. But it's just super important that they can't move Rahayu from side to side under pressure.
Nice defence from Ramadhanti. Good rally. Back level, the Indonesians.
17.
Fluctuating fortunes in this opening game.
Played with good pace in this rally here. The Indonesians. I haven't really noticed if she's still keeping that smiling attitude, Rahayu. She mentioned she tried in the past to emulate, was it Zhao Yunlei, that she was playing in the women's doubles, and she was a little bit sort of affected by the way Zhao Yunlei went about smiling all the time, so she wanted to try the same.
Needs a good rallies now. Oh, that's fabulous! That is terrific defence from Apriyani Rahayu. Look at that. That's right onto the line. And now the Indonesians back in front on a run of 4 straight points.
all.
This could be very important, this opening game.
Very animated father of one of the players there on the coaching bench.
Yeah.
Coaching chairs, I should say.
Nice backhand from Ramadhanti. There was no real pace on it, but it wasn't in an upward direction, it was still going downwards. What a fabulous opening game. Good serve. And the return is pushed long. And it is 2 game point opportunities for Rahayu and Ramadhanti. Well taken. Oh, brilliant! Well, that is absolutely astonishing. 7 of the last 8 points to Rahayu and Ramadhanti. Having lost 10 of the 12 previous events. When I say fluctuating fortunes, that's not an understatement. 21-18 opening game in 21 minutes.
Ya. Fokusnya betul kok. Poinnya terus mau dapat terus kalau enggak jadi terdiam gitu. Enggak ada nyambungannya, jadi khawatir lagi. Ya. Enggak boleh ngeluarin itu. Ya, khawatir. Fokus di situnya ya. Berani nyari. Ya. Kalau bisa adu aja paling panjang gitu loh, ya. Enggak posisi salah dia naruh. Kata sedikit sebentar. गायक चैलेंज करिए ना ये ना दे रहा है नीचे तो एक स्लिप नहीं करेगा लास्ट में लिफ्ट कर ही नहीं रहा वो मारने वाले हाँ वो आप मारने वाले शॉट को थोड़ा एक स्टेप ये रह के थोड़ा सा जा डिफेंस में भी हाई लिफ्ट करना है रेडी होके वो फ्लैग देगा ना तभी वो जल्दी आ रहा है गड़बड़ और हाई देखेगा फिर आराम से वो जाएगा अच्छे से देख के कर सकते इधर चांस berani ngambil terus ya tangan sih yakin lagi ya bawahnya kagetin dulu belakangnya baru saya pancing dulu ya cuma asal lihat aduh buka lama-lama nggak stabil baru kita ngambilnya dari situ ya kalau misalnya kita kurang kencang mau kita tambahkan lagi.
Second game, level, play.
So that was an absolutely excellent opening game. Both pairs playing extremely well. Both having runs of points that... Well, called a fault. Was that a double hit or did he hit the floor? What was the fault for?
It must have been a double hit.
No, I didn't spot it. Well spotted by the umpire.
Service over 1-all.
That is a powerful smash. 2-1. Yeah, it wasn't the deepest of lifts though, was it? Smashing from the half-court area. Jolly.
Good placement.
Service over 2-all.
That's the problem.
Yeah. The movement, you mean, Rahayu?
Yeah. I think the Indians are targeting Rahayu a bit more here, which I find might be the right thing to do. I felt that Ramadhanti really took a lot of responsibility towards that end of the first game.
That was short as well. Got what it deserved.
Service over 3-all.
Excellent.
4-3.
The way she moves herself to the front court, Ramadhanti.
Clash of rackets. It was clever placement from Ramadhanti, drawing both of the Indian players forward to try and retrieve the drop shot. Yeah, they both move. Clash of rackets. Makes a difference when you're trying to attack and you're hitting against the drift, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or with it.
Yeah. Clever disguised drop shot from Rahayu.
7-3.
Seemed quite uncertain. Pullela and Jolly, we didn't see it in the picture here, but they were discussing in between the rally. And that's a sign that they don't know what to do.
8-3.
This is 6 straight points for the Indonesians. Super shot.
9-3.
And great awareness too.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what they have, these two Indonesians, when they're both fit. They both have great awareness and great eye for the game, especially on the front court, and that makes them dangerous to everybody when they are at their best. Anywhere.
No.
Pullela and Johnny.
that's what I was alluding to when I said it made such a difference when you're hitting into the drift. Jolly, especially in the opening game. Oh, that's another beauty. This time from Rahayu. You know, Jolly was getting through with her smashes in the opening game, wasn't she? She just can't now. She's hitting against the drift. This is 8 straight points now. Finally, their run comes to an end.
Service over 4-10.
Oh, that was going wide. Amazing. Yeah. Well played by Pullela.
5-10.
How many downward shots did that take to break down the defence? 8? Maybe 9? Good return of serve. That's another of the problems for Rahayu, isn't it? I mean, when you're at the front of the court, you don't have so much time to react, which means that you have to twist and turn more.
Yeah.
And she really is struggling with those movements. Oh, the flick is long. Oh, they're challenging.
Tracer Julie challenges called out.
I'm pretty certain they won't win it anyway.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
Here we go. They're clearly wrong.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
So it is the mid-game interval, and the deficit or difference is 5 points.
Siap tembak dan siap dibanting. Kalau kamu di belakang itu, ya, jadi kamu kalau itu lebih berani aja, lebih berani swing semaksimal aja, seperti biasa, seperti tidak ada apa-apa, ya. Oke, yang dikendorin, ya. Pada saat tadi 2 poin adalah kamu temponya nggak bisa berubah. Kamu mau ngadu terus posisi lagi ketekan, jangan penasaran, ya. Angkat tinggi, ya. Tinggi aja sekali posisi nggak enak.
Gestures there when he was talking to these two, that he was talking about turning the shuttle. Wants some sideways movement or played into the open spaces when they have found the open spaces on cross blocks and so on extremely well, I have to say. Like that, I like that. And that one.
Good shot.
That's the third time that she's played an outright winner
6.
with that disguised drop to the centre of the court, right in between the two Indian players. That's a wonderful shot.
Service over 7-12.
I seem to remember a 12-7 scoreline in the opening game. Do you remember?
Service over.
Oh, we're not going to have the same again. History will not repeat itself.
He's a passionate fan there.
Nice return.
Service over 8-13.
Well, they've got to try something. Jolly, perhaps a bit more rotational play in their attack. They're inviting to it there.
Remind me, who chose ends?
14-8.
The Indonesians.
Yeah, I think that was a wise choice. They're driving the defence, the Indonesians, and one of them is moving forward to the net.
Yeah.
And the Indian pair cannot get the shuttle away, cannot get it past them.
So, if you think about it, it's very rarely that a pair is smashing and then lifting on the next one. And if they're lifting, you have a lot of time. It's the front court that's the difficult one to cover, where you have little time.
Yeah.
So that's the one it's perfect what they're doing. To no surprise. Defending and then covering the front court. And once again, she was quick on it, Ramadhanti.
Oh, that's well left. Pullela.
10-15.
Nice placement of the smash. She has played well today, Ramadhanti.
She has.
Taken responsibility.
And clever to place the smash on the player trying to escape from the front court. In this case, Teresa Jolly.
As far as the Indians are concerned, they've got to get her forward. Gayatri Pullela, just as she did in that rally.
This is a situation where I feel the Indonesian attack, the Indian attack, becomes too predictable. There is no cross smashes from Teresa Jolly. It's all straight smashes. That's why I wanted to see that rotational play. We know that...
That's a good cross-court smash. That was from Ramadhanti.
We know that Pullela has been a singles player, so she should easily be able to cover that backwards.
Brilliant. Fabulous rally.
17-11.
साइड करके माँ
Yeah.
18-11.
Well, in all honesty, Steen, from 14-17 down in the opening game, I think the Indonesians have raised their game.
Yeah.
And they've certainly played the better of the two pairs in this second.
It's a difficult pair for Pullela and Johnny. Previous to today's match, they'd only scored 14 points in a game. The most, so the first game is 4 points better. They had hopes of winning it, I think.
Yeah. And I thought that was a distinct possibility given the injury situation for Rahayu. Oh, that's just long. Oh, there's a challenge though.
Diana challenges called outs.
Hitting with the drift towards the back of the court. Probability is it was indeed long. Yeah.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Well done.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 12-19. Play.
What a great response to
Service
the
over.
drive
20,
serve.
match point 12.
So 8 match point opportunities for Rahayu and Ramadhanti.
Game.
Yeah. Good serve to end the match. 21-18, 21-12. And it is Rahayu and Ramadhanti who progress through to the second round, where they will play against the Japanese
Match won by
Aura
Apriani
and
and
Kuramoto.
21-18, 21-12.
43 minutes for their victory. Eng Hiang, Indonesian coach, Olympic bronze medalist in 2004, taking some selfies. 21-18, 21-12 in 43 minutes, and Rahayu and Ramadhanti safely through to the second round. This is the final rally. The perfect serve, skimming the nets and landing on the line. Lovely serve from Rahayu. Well, after some spectacular rallies, that was a bit of a lame way to finish the match, but it was still a good match nonetheless. Well, that's it for day one of competition. We've got 2 court action tomorrow on day 2. It's all first round action again tomorrow, same time as today. That's 10 AM local time, which of course is the same as GMT. So in the meantime, until tomorrow, from Steen Pedersen and myself, Jill Clark, bye for now.